Hi friends! Today's video is going to be an update on my January declutter eyeshadow video. It was me basically going through all of my eyeshadow palettes that I still had from my 3 moves since 2017 and kind of being real honest with myself and getting rid of the things that I haven't touched and that I'm not using. So when I decluttered, I can't tell you how many, I would have to go back and look at the video. It was in January, it's about 4 months ago. I got rid of quite a bit, and the ones that I kept I put in a drawer that I have like next to me over here, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put things on my vanity that I'm gonna reach for more than, like, you know, if it's hidden in a drawer. So I had stuff set out on my vanity, and so since it's been since January and now it's June, it's been about 6 months. So I wanted to go over what's been sitting on my vanity and what I've been using in the last 6 months, and get rid of the stuff that hasn't made the cut. So if you haven't watched that video, I will link it. I will do it. I'm making a promise. I will link it, and you can see what I kept and what I got rid of, and then we'll get into this. So first and foremost, I want to go over the things I'm going to still keep that I've kept on my vanity for 6 months. The first one is the Naked Cherry. I use this almost weekly, sometimes daily. It has a great range of soft colors, along with, like, you know, you can deepen it up and be a little bit more vampy, a little bit more dramatic if you want to. And then over on this side, you could be more neutral. So if I just want like a quick wash of color, this side works perfect. I often just dip into this shade and put it all over the lid. I really like this shade. It's kind of a pinky golden shade that with my green eyes kind of make my eyeballs pop. So this is a definite keeper. Don't regret that purchase, even though my wife yelled at me for it. So let's go back on the vanity. Next is another palette that I haven't reached for as much during the summer, but I know I love it, and I just got crap all over it because it has this velvety packaging. And it's the Norvina by Anastasia, and it's like a purpley palette. I love purple, is one of my favorite shadows to wear, so it's no surprise that I would like this. And again, with this palette, you can do more dramatic looks down here, or you can do more like neutral if you just get into this and this, a little bit of that. You can go warm if you want to, or you can go very cool with some of these cooler toned shadows. So this one's definitely a keeper. I love this palette. The only color I don't like in here is the blue. Right? Baby blue. Who looks good in that? Okay, moving on to another keeper. Wow, this is a small pile of keeps. Now, this is coming out of a set of other things that I am not keeping. Can you guess what it is? This is the Armed and Gorgeous palette out of the Jaclyn Hill Vault. We're not even going to get into what's going on with Jaclyn Hill. We're just going to get into this eyeshadow palette. So this one is like a very warm fall, delicious. I love this color over the top of this one. You can see I've dug into it. Just very pretty, very fall leaves vibe. I posted a few pictures with this palette on our Instagram, and it just gives a really warm, pretty brown toned look. So I am going to keep that one because I don't really have something like this, and I like that green in my stash. So I'm keeping that. Now, it really sort of pains me to get rid of the rest of the Vault collection. If you don't know what it is, it came like this. It's mirrored and stuff. There were 4 palettes that same size with 8 shadows in them. 10 shadows. This, I can't believe I don't like, but I don't like it. I love all of those colors, but if you look at this one and you look at the Naked Cherry, there's a lot of similarities, and I think the Naked Cherry performs better, so this is gonna go bye-bye. This is the Ring the Alarm. And I'm so surprised, honestly, that I don't like that this isn't the one I'm keeping. This is called Bling Boss, and it's the more purpley toned one. You can see I've gotten in there. I've tried to make this work, and it doesn't perform well. And I'm not gonna keep it on my vanity just because I like the colors if they don't look good on my freaking face. So that one's going in the trash piles as well. And I've had these since the fall. I bought these at a hair show because Morphe was there back in October. So I've given them a very good chance. Well over 6 months. And this one I debated if I'm going to keep this one or not. But I don't think I am. It has terrible fallout. Like, you have to do your eyes first. And is that a deal breaker? No. But sometimes, yes. Like, sometimes I don't want to. And it just goes all over my face, no matter what. Like, it gets all over the bridge of my nose. Like, it goes everywhere. But these colors are beautiful, and it makes me so sad. But I'm not going to keep something I'm not going to use. So, bye-bye. So, that's 3 out of the 4 palettes in the Vault collection that I'm saying goodbye to. And I don't have anyone to give these to, so they're probably going in the garbage. And it feels real horrible to just throw money out. That's the floor, not the garbage. Okay. I'm going to save the most painful one for last. So this is something, this is not the last one, that I have had for years. Actually, these last 2 I've had both for years, and they've been like staples in my collections. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. Now, you can see I've hit pan here, I've hit pan here. The other colors in here, no. But these 2 I love for eyeball looks and for the face, especially this for like a contour. But I have not opened this since January when I did the declutter. So I think I'm going to say goodbye to it. Even though this was like something I said I would never get rid of. Time for something new. Bye-bye. All right, and this literally pains my guts. Like, makes me feel like a bad person and like I'm doing something wrong and that like I'm throwing a child in the garbage. This is the Naked 3. I know that this is not something that everyone loves and because no one talks about it, but I love this palette and I would not be getting rid of it except for the shade that I love the most. This one is dead. I can barely get a brush in there, and you can see I've got pan on these 2, and I actually do love this shade down here, but the rest of them I don't really use, and like I have other like light dusty mauve colors elsewhere. So I think it's time to say goodbye. Even though I'm not saying this is a bad palette, I actually really like this palette. Maybe I'll buy a new one. I wish that color was in a single. What is it called? Liar. I wish the color Liar was in a single because I would put that all over my entire body like every day. I love it so much, but I'm getting rid of it. I don't know why I'm putting them on the floor. It's more dramatic. So those are the ones I'm getting away. So those are 3 of the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, Naked 3, and Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. I'm keeping the Armed and Gorgeous, the Anastasia Norvina palette, and the Naked Cherry from Urban Decay because I know I will use those. I still have the drawer Oh Things, so now that I've moved stuff off my vanity, I'm going to pull something else out of the drawer Oh Things, and I'm going to use it, see if I like it. So I also said in that video that I was not going to buy any palettes until June. Well, I failed. I bought 2. One is drugstore, and one is not drugstore, but I found it for half the price. So let's start with the drugstore one. The drugstore one, you see all the time because I use it to put my makeup on because I'm blind and I do this. And it's the Milani Soft and Sultry. And it looks like this. Now, I don't love this one. And I'm pretty sad about it because the other one, Bold Obsessions, which let me grab that, is on my vanity and I'm not getting rid of ever. I love this one. You can see that I've dug around in there. I just think it has a better variety of colors. And you can see I really like that one because I dug into it. And that's pretty much the only one that I've dug into in this one as well. Now, in a pinch, I have thrown this into my brow. So I'm not going to get rid of this yet, but it was not my favorite. The Bold Obsessions, this one, much better. These are small and compact. These are not cheap. They're still like 20 bucks for the drugstore. But I am going to keep both of these. But I'm mad that I spent the 20 bucks on the Soft and Sultry one. So since January, I did buy this one. And then I broke my rules when I was in TJ Maxx or Marshalls, I don't remember which one, and I found the Subculture palette from Anastasia. Now I know there was like a lot of controversy about this palette, like that it was powdery and it had a lot of fallout and kickback and just that it was kind of like a mess to work with. And while I take all that into consideration, I had to see it for myself because it's opinion, right? Like everybody has a different opinion of like what too much kickback is or how powdery something is. And I just wanted to check it out because I liked the colors. Let me show you guys. If you haven't seen this palette, I'll show you what it looks like. It has an interesting color selection. Like first of all, this is bizarre. I don't know that I would ever use that. I don't even think I have swatched it. I might sneeze. Let's see. It's kind of green, but brown, but green. I mean, it's kind of cool. See, these are the colors that I always like to keep around in case, like, what if my stepdaughter wants to be like an alien or a mermaid or something? Like, I like to have what that weird, like, shimmery, not human colors. Minus that color, I really enjoy everything else. Like, if you take that out, like, that's the Rogue. So actually today I have this on my eyes. And yes, it's a little powdery, but it didn't like fly around everywhere. I did my face makeup first. Let me get you guys a little closer. You can check it out. It's kind of just like, did like a purpley gold sort of a look. So the colors that I used in this palette, by the way, this is, I should be medicated. This palette I found at Marshall's / TJ Maxx, I don't remember which one, for $19.99. It retailed for about 40 bucks. So I was like, I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna see like how it performs. And if I don't like it, then I'm out 20 bucks and I'm okay with that. So today was the first time I've used it. I've been kind of saving it for this video. So today I used, let's see here. I started out with Dawn all over the lid. And then in the crease, I moved to Mercury, which is sort of this taupey gray tone color. And then on top of that, like over it, I used this purpley shade, which is called All Star, which I really liked. And then I kind of just blended everything together. And then on the bottom, under my lower lash line, I used Fudge, which I think that's a pretty staple color in her line. Like, I feel like it's not unique to this palette. So like, let's say you just thought this is the only color in here that you liked, you could probably find it in a single or find it in another palette where you like make more of the colors. I don't think I would ever use this color, quite honestly. That's like the color of my skin. But like if I was jaundiced, I don't know. So then I put Fudge in my lower lash line, and then I pressed this color here, which is called Adorn, on top of my lid. Which I love purple and gold together, so I thought it came out quite nice. And this is very gold. That green shadows under there, just ignore. It actually is quite pigmented and it looked really nice and it's smooth. I mean, I have no complaints about that. So this is what's on my eyes, and this is the only eyeshadow palette purchase I have made since January when I did the declutter. So here's where I want your recommendations. What should I buy going forward? Is there a palette that you've used that is like beautiful and amazing and you love it and like you think I need it? I have my eye on the Viseart Liaison palette. It's like a purple palette. I love purples. I love rusty colors, and purples and rusty colors are pretty much my jam. If I'm going like for a retro, then I use like very like skin toned or like taupey colors and just kind of like liner. But most days I don't do liner because I'm an old woman. And liner on old ladies just looks like your hand had a problem and you were drunk. And it goes everywhere and all of your fine lines and it's terrible. Anyways, friends, I hope you like, I'm trying to get out of here before I start sneezing. I hope you like this update on my declutter video from January, giving you a little glimpse into what I have kept on my vanity and what did not make the cut. So come back again for another update on that. I'm going to go through that whole drawer. There's still about 10 palettes in there. They're going to come out. They're going to get used. We're going to update maybe in another 3 months, see what else I got rid of, and I'll let you guys know if I've put anything back into my collection as far as like something new. Other than that, I have maybe a favorites video coming, so I've got some skincare stuff I want to talk about, some summer makeup, actually this lip that I have on, these guys, the liquid catsuit, what are they called? High Shine lipsticks. I just got 2 new colors. I have like 3 rolling around in my purse. Thought this was a very good summery color, but wouldn't look good with this eyeball. So I might do a review on those and give you some swatches. But yeah, stick around. The videos will be coming as long as the baby's not pooping on me. Bye.